Hello everyone, I'm Syed Amir. Welcome to a new video. In this video, we will understand switch case. Before we start, let me tell you from my personal experiences. This is one of the concept where students commit a lot of mistake, so they lose a lot of mark. Right? Into exam, you will be getting one question, like a separate question for switch case, or maybe there will be a program in which you will be using a switch case along with loops. Okay, so let's start. First, let me tell you, switch case is alternate to if else ladder. We'll talk about if else ladder. If you have more than one condition, you will be going with what? If else ladder. Now, for example, if you have 20 conditions, okay, so how will you proceed? You will be writing 20 times if else, right? For each condition, you will be writing if condition, you'll be having something inside it, and then else, then if, then else, then if. Likewise, you'll be writing 20 times of it, right? So instead of going like for 20 times writing if else ladder, you can switch, you can use what? Switch case. Okay, now let's see how the structure of switch case is. You simply have to write switch followed by, into this there will be a variable or there will be expression. Let me be very clear, it's not a condition, it is just an expression or a value, a variable value. Okay, even if you have expression, it will get evaluated, you will be getting one value only. Okay, so switch will have only one value, and based on the value you will be having lot of cases. Now you will be writing case 1 colon, you have to use. Okay, I'm writing 1 here, you can go with anything based on the variable that you have. Okay, if you have a character variable, you will be writing capital A, small a, whatever the variable value can be. Okay, so I'm going with integer value whose value can be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so case 1, if case 1 is true, whatever you have to write inside it, you will be writing it. Once you're done writing for case 1, you will be writing break statement here. Okay, break is must, without break you won't be writing switch. Okay, after this you will be starting with case 2. Okay, if case 2 is true, you will be writing all the things that you need to have into case 2 and break. Don't worry, I'll be explaining you with one simple example. Likewise, case 3, case 4, you will be having cases. Cases is what? Basically the number of conditions you have. Okay, so at the end of all the condition, all the cases, you will be having a default value. Okay, that's not compulsory, default is not compulsory, it's better to have it into your switch. That will be at the end, and default is like you will be writing a statement for the default, and finally your switch will get terminated. Okay, so that is the structure of your switch case. Let me write one simple program to explain this switch case. For example, if I'm writing, I'm taking a month number from user, I'll be taking a month number from the user and I'll be printing the month name. For example, if user says 3, I will be printing March. If user says 1, I will be printing Jan. If user says 8, I will be printing August, right? So that's what you have to do. Let's write a program for it. Hash include study.io.h void main. We'll be taking a month number, right? I'm writing mn, right? The variable name is mn. Printf enter month number, scanf %t ampersand mn. Okay, I've taken the month number from the user. Now if I'm going with if else ladder, how many conditions I need to go with? I need to go with 12 conditions, right? If mn equals to 1, print Jan. Else if mn equals to 2, printf feb, right? Likewise, I have to write all 12 condition at the end. For example, user presses 15 is not a month number, right? At the end, the last else statement will print what? Printf invalid month number, right? So that we don't want to go with it, so for simplification we will switch to switch case. Okay, so now see how switch works. As I told you, into switch you will be giving one variable. Into this case, what is the variable that will be giving? mn variable we will be giving. Okay, there is no semicolon, there is nothing after it. You have to open this bracket. Okay, and after this, based on mn, you will be writing cases. Now again I'm repeating, cases is what? Cases means what can be the value of mn. Okay, when I write case 1 means what? If the value of this variable is 1, for this case it will be true, and whatever you write inside this case, that thing will get printed. Simply you can say this is what condition. If the value of mn equals to 1, for that what you will be doing, so for this you will be writing like this. So mn case 1, if this is true means what? If the value of mn is 1, you have to you can write it here, you can write it here also. Okay, I'm writing it here. Printf, what do you have to print if the case is 1? If the month number is 1, you have to print Jan, right? January. Okay, Jan. You're done with case 1. Anything else, anything else that you have to do with case 1? Nothing, right? So after doing it, you need to write break statement. You write it here, you write it here, you can write anywhere. I'm writing it here, break. Now this is very, very important. I will be explaining you this. Now after this, the value of mn can be what? It can be 2 also, right? So if the value of mn is 2 means what? Month number is 2. What we have to print? We have to print Feb. Again I will be writing what? Break, right? Similarly, you will be having case 3, print March, break. Case 4, print April, break. Likewise, I'm just writing here dot dot dot. I will be having what? Case 12, right? Case 12, what we have to print? Printf, we have to print December. I'm writing this here. After it, again break we have to write. And again, as I told you, all these cases are fine. What if the value of mn that is entered by the user is 99? 99 is not a month number, right? So for that case, we need to have a default value. Again repeating, it's not compulsory. Default, and we will be printing printf invalid month number. Okay, that's my default value, and my switch close, and after it my main method closed. Okay, let me quickly dry run this. I'll be taking month number from the user, nothing else is required. For example, month number that is entered by user is 2. Okay, to switch, what we are passing? 2 we are passing. The value of mn in this case is what? 2. It will go, it will check for case 1 how things will be working. What's the value of mn? 2. Is 1 equal to 2? No, it won't go inside case 1. If it's not going into any case, it will directly jump to the next case. Okay, it will directly jump to the next case. All the statement that are there into case 1 will be skipped. It's now moving to case 2. Now into case 2, what's the value of mn? 2. 2 equal to 2, yes, this case is true, right? It will go inside. It will print Feb. After printing Feb, it will come down, it will break. Break statement is used for loops as well as for switch case. Okay, let me be very clear, it's used for loop also as well as for switch. So as soon as break is encountered, what will happen? It will come out of your switch case. That's it. That will be the answer. Now I told you writing break is very important. For this case, if we have not written break anywhere, okay, there is no break statement. So what will happen? See, the value of mn is 2. 1 equal to 2? No. 2 equal to 2? Yes, condition is true. It will go inside. As it already entered into this, it will print all remaining statement. It will print after printing Feb, it will print March, April, May, June, as there is no break statement. So into switch case, if any case is true, it won't check for any other case, it will print all the things, right? So for every case, after writing the case, whatever you want inside your case, you will be writing it. Before writing any new case, you will be writing what? Break statement. Okay, that is compulsory. If you see, after default, there is you don't require anything, right? You didn't require to break it out of it. So because default is already your last statement. So again repeating, for example, the value of mn that is entered by user is 12. Okay, so what is the value of mn? 12. It will check with all the cases. It will start from 1 equal to 2? No. 2 equal to 2 equal to 12, no. 3 equal to 12, no. For all other cases it won't get true. For case 12 equal to 12, yes, it is satisfied. It will go inside, print December, it will come out of it. The answer of it will be what? December. Again, for example, user entered 13, 1 3. What will happen? Mn is 13. For you will be having all 12 cases. For all 12 cases it won't go inside, right? So it is like for all cases it didn't went, so it will come to what? Default now. So it will go into default and print what? Invalid month number. So from 1 to 12 you will be having all the cases. For all other numbers it will go into default and simply print invalid month number. I hope you're getting it. So that is what the working of switch cases. Into next lecture we will see, we will develop menu based calculator using switch case. Till then, thank you.